If you clicked on this video because you got rejected by an art college, first I want to say that I'm so sorry for you. I know how it feels like because I went through the same and it was so terrible. But with this video I want to give you some hope and tell you that you still can become an artist. When I was 15, I quit school without any qualifications, and at the same time I discovered my passion for painting and drawing, and that led me to the decision to catch up with all the degrees I needed in order to study something related to art. And 6 years later of dedicated learning, I finally had all the degrees that I needed in order to apply to a University of Arts. And on the day I received the response letter, I was so excited and I was so sure that they would invite me to the interview because I put so much love and time and energy into my art portfolio and I came such a long way. But in the letter they just told me that my art portfolio got rejected because it wasn't good enough. And I cannot tell you how terrible it felt. It felt so devastating, like all my teenage dreams of becoming an artist burst right in front of me. And my first emotional reaction was that I will never paint again.
But thankfully, I did. And years later, I was able to earn all the money we needed monthly as a family by doing commissions and selling them in my Etsy shop, without a fine arts degree. So why am I telling you this? To give you some comfort and some hope and to encourage you to not give up on your dream of becoming an artist. Of course, you could try it again and apply to another college, or you can go your own way and become a self-taught artist without art college. And that is what this channel is about. There are so many great artists without a degree in fine arts, and they can make a good living. That's the great thing about becoming an artist. It's not like becoming a doctor. Nobody would hire a self-taught doctor. But with artists, it's different. In order to succeed as a creator, you can learn everything you need with YouTube videos and online courses. The information you can get online is the same you get in art school, and the best thing is, most of it is for free. I believe it is the best time to become a self-taught artist because there are so many ways to learn and also to promote yourself. You don't need to get into an art gallery anymore in order to sell your paintings. You can open an Etsy shop like I did, or you can build a following on Instagram and sell your paintings on your own website. Or you can have a crazy idea like this guy named Devin Rodriguez. I don't know if I said his name right, but he is drawing strangers and posts the videos on TikTok.
Excuse me, miss? Miss, I drew you.
Oh my god. This is so fire.
And he's known by millions of people now, and that gives him great opportunities. So, where to go from here? I cannot answer this question for you because it is your life and your decision. But I can give you some questions you can answer for yourself. So let's start with the first question. Why should you keep on trying to become an artist? After this huge disappointment, it is important to remember the reason why you started pursuing art in the first place. Now You might be full of emotions and totally lost the vision for your future. So remind yourself, why did you want to become an artist? What is it about creating art that stirred your desire to make it full time? The best thing is to write it all down. Writing down my thoughts on a piece of paper helps me so much in getting clarity. For some inspiration, I would highly recommend watching my video 5 Good Reasons Why You Should Become an Artist. The link is in the description box. If you have a strong why, it helps you to keep on going and to stay motivating even when it sometimes gets a little bit hard, and you always have the bigger vision in mind. The second question to ask yourself is, how much do you want to become an artist? Do you really need art in your life? Do you really love painting enough that you cannot imagine to live without it? Do you feel like something is missing when you don't create? And are you willing to keep on going until you arrived, no matter how long it will take? Because there is a secret that successful people have. They are not more special than you and I. They also had failures and obstacles in their way, but it didn't hinder them to pursue their vision and their dreams. The great Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper he worked for because his editor felt that he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. And Walt Disney's first business that produced animation videos went bankrupt just 1 year after starting. But he kept on going, and the rest is history. And have you ever heard of the app Bourbon, invented by Kevin Systrom? Bourbon could only get a few hundred users on board, but it became the forerunner for what we know now as Instagram. Most people who did amazing things had to deal with failure. It's just a part of the game called life. But they just didn't give up. They got up again and again until they arrived. And are you willing to do the same until you arrive? Many people have proven you can make it as an artist without a degree. But the question is, can you dedicate yourself to self-learning? Today, all the information you need is available at the internet. Most of it is even for free here on YouTube. But self-learning isn't for everybody. Do you think you are motivated enough from the inside out to do this without somebody telling you what to do and giving you a deadline to finish a project? Because this is one of the advantages of going to an art college. You need to stick to a given schedule and finish your stuff in time, but when you study on your own, there is no pressure from the outside, which also can be a good thing when you love being free like I do, but you need to bring up more discipline and self-motivation. And of course, it takes time to learn the skills, find your style, and sell your first painting. From the decision to become a self-taught artist to selling my first commission painting, it took me 8 months. And in total, 1.5 years until I earned everything we needed as a family and could call myself a full-time artist. But I don't know how long it will take for you. It can happen even quicker, and also it can take much longer. If you don't have a rich dad to pay your bills until you can make a living as an artist, you need a job. And because our time is so limited, you have to be willing to make sacrifices somewhere else. That could look like no binging on Netflix, or not to go to a lot of parties, or reducing other activities. And maybe living a more simple lifestyle to hold the cost of living as low as possible so that you can work less and have more time to create. I needed to make some sacrifices. When I started to pursue An art career? In 2018, I had a 2-year-old toddler and a 4-month-old baby. I was tired all the time because both girls were keeping us up at night. Luckily, I didn't need to work because my husband earned all the money we needed at this time, so I didn't need to worry about the finances and had no pressure to make money at the beginning. But that didn't mean this was easier, because I only had time to paint and run my Etsy shop in the evenings when my husband was home and could take care of the kids. And I still needed to be available for the kids and breastfeed and stuff like that, so I couldn't really focus 100% on making art. And as I said, I was very tired. And in summer 2019, when people started to buy paintings from me, I just worked the whole time. It felt like I stayed in my studio for the whole summer and never saw the sunlight while my family was having a great time going swimming and doing nice stuff. But I was determined to make it work because I just wanted to be an artist. And it was so worth it. I'm so grateful that I can do what I love to do every day. And that's why I want to encourage people to not give up on their dreams, because it's so fulfilling when you really live your dream life. And if you're dreaming about becoming an artist, then just go for it. And one last tip for me is search for a community. I guess the great advantage of going to an art college is the community in which you can learn and grow together, get inspired and receive feedback, and the network you can build from that. So it's very important that you actively search for such a community. It will help you immensely. We cannot survive on our own. We need each other's advices and encouragement. I'm part of a great watercolor community on Patreon, and I can put the link in the description box if you're interested. The community is absolutely amazing and supportive, and it helped me so much on my way. And for the future, I'm also dreaming about starting my own little community where you can connect and share your work in a safe space and ask whatever you want. But first I need to get this channel a little bit more alive, and I need more subscribers, so subscribe if you want to be a part of this journey. And if you have any question, just drop it in the comments. I would love to hear from you.
We are at the end of the video, and please like it if it was helpful for you, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!